Check.
What are you doing over there, buddy?
Check. 1, 2. Check.
All right, going live. I think we're live at this point. My name is Timothy Sands. This is Fashionable Father, and yet another live stream. I have not been here in a while, so hopefully I have some viewers staying dedicated. Yes, this is Sands Script Studios, otherwise known as my apartment. Also here is Megan Sands and Arthur Sands. Obviously, I have to talk about them because they are quite the impact on the stream. Here he is now. Do you want to tell your story, buddy? Mm-hmm. Okay. He's going to clip note story. You got to come up here. You got to get on mic. Okay, what happened yesterday?
Yeah. It was bad. So, I'm going to tell you. So, what happened is the bubbles coming from the inside the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's right. Our toilet started bubbling yesterday while I was at the bank.
And Megan got to deal with all of that. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Artie. What happened next?
And
Hello, Tobe. Arthur's telling us the story of what happened to our apartment yesterday.
And so, and Mommy's like, "Oh my God, I'm freaking out!" and
Great.
and he called him that plumber, and it was bad. Happened.
Yeah? What happened? What happened to the bathtub?
And it happened. It had poop, and it's like, it's bad. And
2 inches.
Oh my God! It's so bad.
How did it smell?
How did it smell? How did it
It
smell?
smells bad.
It smelled very bad.
Like sulfur.
We had 2 inches.
Sulfur, he said.
Hello, Joanne. We had 2 inches of excrement,
Feces?
sewage in our bathtub yesterday.
Yeah, and everybody's. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the
That's
neighbors as well. That's what Arthur had to tell us today. He was very excited. And he wanted to tell you about that.
And it's so bad, and I just cried.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he did. He did. He got a little stressed. He has a little bit of issues with the toilet already. And drains in general. I think actually this is a thing with a lot of people. I realize this after talking to people. People have issues with drains.
Yeah.
We don't know where it all is going or if it might come back, which it did for us yesterday. So, is that good?
But it's all clean.
It's all clean. I'm going to let you go now. Okay.
New bath mat. Right?
Yeah.
Everything's good. Everything's fine.
We're trying. We're trying to move past it. Move past it. Was a little traumatic. It was traumatic most for Megan and Arthur. I was not here. Thank goodness. I had to walk into it. And it didn't turn out as, I don't know. It was worse than I thought.
You were trying to remain calm for the both of us who were not calm.
I was pretty calm.
Yeah, okay. And you were like, open the bathroom door. Oh my God. Sorry, I was super loud there.
No worries. Yeah.
So
it was
Okay.
it was an enjoyable afternoon yesterday. Actually, it wasn't as, I don't know why. We had to escape the house after the plumber left. We were like, we got to get out of here. This is chaos. And it turned out okay. I guess. We got to get our bathtub replaced, though. It's gross. Yeah. Well, it's okay. It's not gross. We cleaned it. It's clean, but anyway.
It's already in disrepair.
It's already in disrepair.
Apart,
exactly, our bathtub.
And this accentuated it to a degree of disgust.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah. Okay, so we had to get that because Arthur was very excited about telling you that story. You wanted to tell you guys that. So what's on the topics this week? If you're new here, this is kind of what I do. I try to have topics just because I don't want to have to lean on my viewers for just answering questions or asking questions. So I come up with a couple things I want to talk about. A lot has to do with fashion and just like pop culture. But today it's going to be men's jewelry. I actually left off. What up, Dan H? What up, King? Welcome back. What's up? Really? With the Gramps? I'll take it. I'll run with it. I do have quite a bit gray, and it keeps going. It keeps adding. Yeah, so men's jewelry, because I did leave off the last stream, which was near a month ago now, or at least 3 weeks. Sorry, guys. 4th of July. I blame 4th of July. And I do want to talk about No Sudden Move, which Soderbergh's little thing that came out on HBO Max. Was it last week? Did it come out just last week?
Yeah.
I think so. And also, if I have time, I want to talk about making vintage modern. Or like, I kind of get your views on it too, if I can. And welcome everybody. Welcome. My loyal viewers. King's laughing at me. Okay. First off, I like the discussion of men's jewelry because I feel like it kind of is the core of. I think it has a lot to do with men's fashion in general, men's jewelry, right? Because it's the one. I feel like one thing that men shy away from because it's got a lot of connotation to it already. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. She said this last live stream. Basically, was like men's jewelry. No, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, she shies away. So it's hard because, per usual, I've kind of talked about that here too. There's a lot of restriction with men's fashion in general, and then jewelry is definitely one of them.
Well, sometimes men choose jewelry that's very ostentatious.
Exactly. That's usually the first thing we think of. That's exactly right. And that's what I wanted to show. This is what I feel like usually when people think of men's jewelry, this is what they think of, right? Right there. And I'm going to lean on rings first because that's kind of what I like to talk about is rings. But right off the bat, it's like, it's loud, it's obnoxious, it's rock and roll, which again, rock and rollers can do this. They get the freedom to do this because they have more freedom with fashion in general, right? And so that's like the connotation. And then even worse, I think this is the one. Yeah. This is the next connotation.
Oh my God.
Right. So this is and it's, shirt unbuttoned, big, loud gold, multiple rings, and all these things that are kind of obnoxious that make you not want to wear.
Or not want to talk to that person.
Oh, whatever. Again, and see, this is where for me, I really like freedom with fashion. I'm all about that. Like that's kind of my thing is I think if you create more freedom with fashion, then you'll be more bold to do things and kind of stretch yourself. However, again, a lot of times breaking the rules sometimes makes you look really dumb. So there has to be rules, right? You have to learn the rules and you have to know the rules so you can break them. Like, isn't that like the old adage for everything?
Or live on the edge of them, right?
Yeah, live on the edge of them because you've taken the outfits and you know what makes them look good. And then you can kind of break the rules of what everybody else is doing and you still look good what you're doing, right? But easier said than done. So that's kind of my initial response with men's jewelry, and I like to challenge it. Big time. Oh, speaking of which, I don't even have my ring on. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that.
That's unacceptable.
Do you mind grabbing that for me?
I'll get it. Is it in your
Yeah, it's in the valet case. Of course, that's another thing. You got to be able to display your jewelry, right? Oh my goodness, this is really in my way right now. Yo, what up, Trev? Sorry, I haven't been in. What up, Banff? Thanks, man. Love that. That's a fantastic nickname. Dan H. Did you see Dan H's comment? You think I should try that Macho Man look? I really want to grow a mustache. I don't know why. I saw a guy rocking a mustache in LA that looked good. That was the first time I felt like it did not look ironic. Right? My hair a little bit in this.
Yeah.
So the first time I was like, ooh, especially of recent, the mustache was so ironic. Joanne recommended you grab me a beer too.
I'm gonna grab myself a beer, and maybe I'll pour you one.
If I left and you guys were just staring at a chair, or Roger Moore, you see Roger Moore back there?
Oh God. The worst Bond.
No, it's not.
Yes.
By the way, if you haven't watched it, I did rate the Bonds. It's a highly analytical video. I'm being facetious, but go watch it because we all know what the best Bond is. Okay, we all know We all know the best Bond. Just accept the fact, Maggie, that you are wrong. Okay, so on to men's jewelry. You interrupted me, kind lady. Actually, do you want a beer? I'm fiending.
Yeah, I bet you are. Let me go get it.
Joanne, you can leave and come back later if you want.
Yeah, I've been drinking a little bit more since yesterday's fiasco.
Oh, did Dan H ask you for removing?
I guess about the master's course. So I just answered him.
Yeah, we were willing to. She applied for so many schools, and we were willing to leave. Man, Southern Cal in general is highly competitive when it comes to master's programs for speech therapy. And so she, after she didn't get in last year, she was like, "Yep, I'm going to apply to multiple schools throughout the nation, and also, in places that were convenient for us." And she ended up getting into Cal State LA, which is fantastic. Makes it so much easier. But also, she did get into give us a stats, babe. I don't know if I ever did.
I got into 7 programs. I got it waitlisted at 4 out of 17 I applied to. So, I feel a little bit of a badass.
A little bit of an ego boost. Feels so that was
good.
awesome.
I'm like, I feel wanted.
Big time ego boost. Yeah, it was cool. And we've actually talked to some other people. She's kind of quasi. Would you call yourself a mentor to that lady?
Yeah, I've got a couple people that I'm
where she's
mentoring
at least
right now.
giving advice to and guiding through. And we told them, we're like, don't be beholden to Southern Cal. Do not be beholden to this place, because it's not like these schools are amazing. They're just highly competitive because there's so many people here.
There's so many people. Doesn't
so
mean
many
that
people
they're
here.
so much better.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're better. It just means there are people here.
But it was super convenient for us, so we didn't have to pack up our things and go
Yeah, no kidding.
live on the East Coast or something.
Oh my goodness. Do you want the first sip? She gets the first sip.
I
Joanne?
do. I
She
get
gets
first sips.
She gets the first dibs.
I mean,
Do you like that?
I get that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my own. Yes.
Sean Connery's not the best. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and watch the video.
Yeah, Daniel Daniel.
Daniel Radcliffe.
I was gonna say Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, Harry Potter is the best James Bond. No.
Daniel Craig.
Oh, Daniel Craig. That's right. He's the best.
Yeah, Daniel Craig's pretty awesome. I know what everybody believes. Okay, I take a different route. Okay, I like a smooth English gentleman.
Talking about
that
living on the edge.
knows how to be cheeky. Why do you say living
I
on the
said talking about living on the edge.
Okay, what was I saying? We did. Do you want to talk about? We can talk about Disneyland later. Actually, yeah. Can I just? The T-shirt isn't. I love this T-shirt. I'm super excited about this T-shirt. If you haven't seen the Disneyland video, watch it. I think it's entertaining. Yes, it's a vlog, so I mean, it's not exactly a. I give you some tips if you do want to go to Disneyland, but it's mostly just us going to Disneyland. Dan H. Just go ahead and give Roger Moore some more love, okay? Just give him some more love. He's a perfect Bond. You have to watch my video on it. Also, your message was retracted earlier. Were you trying to throw a video up there or something, or an external link? I don't think they let you do external links during the chat. I know you do, Joanne. You like giving me crap about this, and I will say I partly deserve it. But again, okay, I need to keep you entertained. Okay, one of these days you're just gonna have to be on camera with me, Maggie.
Yeah.
One of these days you're just gonna have to be on. She's gonna have to be on camera eventually.
Yes, honey.
Do you want to do that? I don't know. We'll figure that out
I don't know.
down the line, right? Yeah, I know, right? I feel like this should be. Yeah, Trevor and I are on the same page. We grew up with Roger Moore. I think Trevor and I both did not understand the concept that Sean Connery was an actual James Bond. We were like, who's this? This is not James Bond. We had watched so much Roger Moore that we were astounded. He also made the most movies, people. Okay? The most.
And he
Right?
probably was
Yeah,
the
the most.
cheapest. That's why he made the mostest. Oh, sure, I'll do this for $500.
He was in Cannonball Run. Okay? He was in Cannonball Run. That's all I can say about that. Okay, let me tell you my story of rings. That's why I had Megan get this. Let's start with rings. Okay, so rings, You do not have to be a rock and roll person to wear rings. I think a lot of men know this already, right? But also, I don't feel like there's a lot of stuff available to men in general. I feel like it's either really gaudy or really like super basic. There's not that happy medium. Rings are fun. Rings are like, I really need to make a video about this because there's so much to them. I mean, obviously, let's just start with the wedding band. Wedding bands are cool in and of themselves because they communicate so much, right? They communicate that you're loyal to someone, that you're taken, all these things that a wedding band communicates. That's what's fun about rings is they communicate something. They're even cooler when they communicate things to like a club, right? Like you belong to a club. That, which I've never done. I've never been a part of that, which, there's that fantasy. But the problem with wedding bands is I like the classic, like super basic and super minimal. Oh my God. Here's Chris chiming in about Roger Moore too. Oh my God, actually that would be amazing. Oh, that would be amazing. I think Roger Moore's dead. Isn't Roger Moore dead?
Oh yeah, he died, babe. You not know this?
I know, isn't that
what
horrible?
What fan are you?
I know, and I just said that on camera. That's recorded. That was a faux pas. That was a Roger Moore faux pas. And yes, that would be amazing if he did join the cast of Cobra Kai. Maybe like a digital image of him.
He died in 2017.
Oh man. No, I do remember that now. I do. Oh, buddy, be careful. Do you want to make a little quick cameo again? Gosh, I got distracted again. So I like the concept of rings communicating, and so I also like wedding bands, but I like the super minimal classic wedding band. I don't like to get, and it's hard for wedding bands in general because there's just nothing going on. I like simple, I like basic, so that's what I do. No, I don't mean. I think I barely talk about Pierce Brosnan in my, or even God, what's Timothy
Dalton.
Dalton, right? Yeah, Timothy Dalton. He was really good too, and he made them much more like, when they made them, they were very violent. One was a very I think Cuban or South America, very cocaine driven violent one. No, I like Brosnan too. I really do. I didn't really care for him as Bond. Ironic. I know it sounds so bad. Thanks, Trev, for the 2017. No, I'm just going to keep talking about Roger Moore just to piss off Chris. I'm just going to keep talking about Roger Moore and how amazing of a Bond he is. And by the way, again, he was in Cannonball Run. Okay. Patrick, what's up, man? I haven't seen you here, so man, welcome, dude. This is, sorry, I'm just gonna let Patrick know. I just talk about stuff that I care about, and right now apparently it's Roger Moore. Today's topics, we are talking about men's jewelry and the challenge that we face in wearing it sometimes. But anyways, I guess what I'm trying to do is inspire you guys to wear rings you care about. You do not have to be a rocker to wear them. You don't have to be, some, dare I say, Guido, with a loud pinky ring. Like, you don't have to do that. And I remember when I got Megan her engagement ring, I got like super envious because I wanted a ring. And I knew the wedding band I was going to get was going to be something like this. But I wanted a ring. And I'd always wanted a ring basically of this style. And so I went in there to a jewelry designer, and they did a digital mock-up for me of what I wanted. And I had to tell them a couple times, I want flat. I want like very minimal, super flat. I don't want it poking up. I don't want any of that. And so naturally, right, like, and I feel like this is what happens when you shop for men's rings. They seem like they're so heavy unless you get like a signet ring. And there's always some like black onyx involved, right? And this is not black onyx. This is... it's like you pour the black mat or the black part in, and so the metal is around, or the black is around the metal. And also I want to do a fountain pen. I fountain pen because I always believe, and still to this day believe, the pen is mightier than the sword. That's right. I like that. I like being reminded of that, and especially when people, everything starts to become this very heavy masculine might of physicality, and actually at the end of the day, the pen will always win out. So I like that. I like what it communicates. I like it communicates creative and mind, right? So that's why I got it. So I love it. I like wearing my ring. I want another one desperately, and I think that's the danger of it, because then you want more rings, and then when do you wear them? Oh yeah, let's talk about necklaces, right? That's what's funny. Like I don't know if I even can wear a necklace. I want to wear a necklace. I was always inspired. You're gonna laugh at me. I was always inspired by Death Row Records and their chain that they all rocked. That was like super valuable and super rare. Of course, it was super gaudy and I'm obnoxious, but it was like I was envious that they were able to wear those. I know, black onyx, right? And ironic, I have black, but I did that because I really wanted the fountain pen to stick out. Very tacky. Like I said, am I done talking about rings? Okay, yeah. So if you're a guy and you haven't tried any kind of a ring, start with a super minimal like signet ring. And when I say signet, they're basically almost like about this size, right? And it's just your initials. It's super flat. It can be even smaller than this. And actually, oh yeah, I got a pretty good. Let me see here. And this is actually, I got super inspired by this movie just because of this. Ooh.
Yeah,
See?
your son requested.
He did?
So.
He requested some? Beer, salami and cheese, people. It's very underrated. Very underrated. So, I know, Joanne, you're a wine lady. But you like a cheese? You do a good job. She has a show for anybody who is curious. Did I show you guys the ring yet? Okay, yes. I love this movie, really. I love this movie for its style. Didn't really like the storyline as much. But yeah, that's Michael Fassbender and The Counselor. And I remember that ring, and it was that I think is a perfect ring for almost any guy who's never worn this accessory but kind of wants to dive into it. It looks cool. It looks cool with a suit. It looks cool with a casual summer outfit. You can wear that, and put it on your pinky ring, or your ring finger, right? Because that way you're not getting too ballsy. I want to get a pinky ring about that size, signet. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Hopefully I'll do a video on it. But that's what I'm thinking for anybody who hasn't jumped into that world, or is kind of like, I don't know, hesitating and wants to maybe add a little style to their hand, right? Instead of a black onyx, they have rubies and other gemstones, or even other colors of onyxes. Yeah, we're so, again, I always feel like we're so restricted here in the United States sometimes. It's either like, I feel like the only time there's any kind of jewelry involved, it seems like it's rockers. Like they're the only people that actually wear jewelry. Versani and Vitali make really cool rings for men. Thank you. All right, cool. I'll look at that. I know I'm gonna eat. Sorry guys, I'm gonna eat because I'm a little hungry. What are you drinking and what are you eating right now? Are you having some beer or some wine? Joanne? Anybody?
Love you.
He does that. Throws that around. Love it. Okay. Sorry, I'm eating on camera. It's not mostly appropriate, but hungry.
Yeah. I love you.
On to necklaces, since Dan H brought it up, right? Anybody have any other opinions about rings? Like, does anybody wear rings in my audience right now? I would love to know. I think it's a really cool, it really does say something about you as a guy, that you care about what you're presenting, right? And that's kind of what I love about fashion. It has nothing, to me, I really don't think it's about vanity. It's not, yeah, it has a lot to do with caring how you look. But I feel like fashion always comes back to how coiffed your hair is, or how perfect is that outfit, how beautiful do you look, right? And I don't think that is always fashion. Fashion is so much more. It can communicate your vocation. It can communicate what you care about. It can communicate you and caring about how you present yourself. Again, that's, me, I've said that a lot here. Carla's already into her salami. That's right. Bring that one next. Next one. I should start with. Yeah. So I kind of already told you guys what I think you, if you haven't started with any rings yet, start with that, right? Yeah. So as far as necklaces, right, Dan? Ah, man, I still don't know how I'm even gonna. Here I am giving you guys advice on jewelry. I can't even imagine wearing a necklace. I love button-ups, so they don't usually look good with button-ups. They look good with like t-shirts or sweaters, right? If you're gonna wear them, or a button-up where you're showing some skin, some hair and some skin, which is always ostentatious, which is still something I kind of want to do.
Of course.
Of course. You think that would look cool? No, you wouldn't.
Nope.
Nope. No, she doesn't want to see. But the funny thing is, oh gosh, I don't even want to go back to this. Remember when you first met me?
I do. You wore sweat socks. I was like, I looked down at his feet. I'm like, oh, you're straight. Thank God.
Chris is now guiding me in my live stream. Okay, this is my live stream. Okay, this is my live stream. Actually, I think he was right. I should do that. Hold on real quick, Chris.
Versani.
How do you spell it real quick, babe?
Versani.
Versani. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple stores I actually looked at. Oh, yeah, I'm already kind of liking this. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Versani. Click on that. Men's. Let's go straight to necklaces. See if we can like it. All right. Boom. Oh, okay. So it's a simple chain, which is easiest, right? If I'm going to break in, I'm going to do a simple chain. Okay, I'm liking it. Not loving it. This is horrible. Okay, that was probably not the best way to go. So chains, right? That's what that's what we're getting from the men's. It's pendants. Oh God, no. Oh, ugh. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. $4.95. Okay. Let's go to rings. Oh God, no. So bad. No, this is what I steer away from, Chris.
What is this?
All right. Here, how about this? Since we're in this, this is where I'm going. Oh my God, there's no. Hold on. What's the other brand you recommended?
The other one was Vitali.
VI.
TALI. Excuse me. Eyewear. I think this is. Oh, I see rings. Shop rings.
Are you looking to?
Yeah, it's very
Shop
chunky.
rings. Yeah, I'm.
But very.
Oh, okay. This is a little better, at least.
According to Tim.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, I am. I'm feeling this.
Ooh, The Varus is pretty cool.
The what? Which one?
VAURUS.
Yeah. Well, but that's okay. Yeah, that's pretty easy. That's the go-to for almost all or jewelry. Okay, so yes, this is a little better. I like this. It's not bad. But again, what's so hard is anything chunky, obnoxious to me. Like that's right away. Men aren't gonna. I don't know. Well, at least I'm not. I'm not gonna jump in. This is what I was probably looking at. No, not sorry. I shouldn't have. Boom. I don't know what it is about this. I kind of felt this. I feel like it has a subtlety to it. I don't know. There's something about these I liked. These are the necklaces. Again, I don't know if I can even rock them, but there's something. It's basic. It's simple. It's definitely not ostentatious. Like, look at that. I like that design right there. Like just a simple dove necklace. I'm feeling that. And of course they're adding that little addition on. I haven't really shopped necklaces at all. Is Chris chastising me in the chat? I hope he is.
No, Dan is talking.
Oh, poor.
He has an aura ring which is a tech ring.
Oh yeah, tech rings.
So check
Wow,
in.
I got to talk about tech rings.
temperature stuff,
Yeah,
sleeping routine and health.
I tech rings, because I tried to wear a watch to bed one time because it would track your sleep. What are you doing, little guy? And I couldn't do it because the watch at night was just bothering me. It kept me up, ironically. And so I didn't wear. So I couldn't wear it. So when I heard that there was a smart ring, that would track everything, track your heartbeat, track everything, especially sleep. Oh, I was like, ooh, I'm excited about that. I'm excited. Shut up about it.
Dan is watching football.
Oh, that's right. The soccer's going on right now.
Italy and England.
They play with their feet. Thanks, Dan. Thanks. I know some dumb Americans don't know what actual soccer or football is.
We know it is. We watched Ted Lasso.
We watched Ted Lasso. What are you doing, cutie? What are you doing? Do you want to be on camera? No, you just want to sneak around. So, wait, let me get back to my conversation. So what I understand agree with the deliberate presentation of rings, Versani rings in the battalion stream. I want to hear your impressions. Oof, I hope I wasn't too hard on him. No, Versani, no. That's kind of what I steer away from. But I kind of liked Vitali. Vitali was cool. And I'll show you the other one I kind of liked. Let's see. Let me go back and see if I can find the rings that this website was showing that I kind of liked. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like this. Like, see that? That's just... I don't know if I said this last time. Yeah, I like that. That's super minimal, but pretty small. See, and I think men steer away from that because I think they might think it looks effeminate. Oh my God, is that a female's ring? Oh, that looks good though. That looks good. That would look good on a. That's $155. That's sterling silver. There was one. I when Gatsby came out, Tiffany had a ring that came out at that time, and it looked very much like the daisy on Gatsby's ring. And so Tiffany came out with a line. It was called, I think it was called the Gatsby line, and there was a men's ring, and it was a sterling silver. So right, sterling silver ring is running around with 200, maybe 250, 300 at the most. This ring was $600, and I was just like, I can't bring myself to spend $600 on sterling silver, but it was Tiffany's, and if I was smart, I'd have bought it because I think it's actually worth more value now to this day because you can't get it. You can't get it. That's why you buy Tiffany's, man. You don't buy Tiffany's for the silver. Well, you buy it for the silver, but you buy it for its design. Anyways, I like that. I did like that. And again, that's another thing. Don't get like too hung up on a whole. Anyways, there's a men's ring that is exactly that shape, but it's blue. It's like a blue. I don't know if it's even a precious stone. I feel quiet. Am I being quiet? You're very quiet.
I'm trying to maintain, Bubba.
Oh, I got you. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, we were talking about necklaces. So, what do you guys think of those necklaces I showed? Do you want me to show them again? Dan H, you're obviously rooting for England, no? How's
You.
He just told everybody he loves them. Again. I love you, baby.
Let me see. So, if you're going to try to break in wearing a necklace, one thing that's kind of cool about wearing a necklace is you almost can get used to wearing one, and you can just tuck it, right? You can tuck it away, and no one has to see it. And you can almost feel getting used to it, and then you know when to bring it out. Obviously, I don't ever see a necklace worn with a button up unless you're unbuttoning your shirt. And oh yeah, remember I told you when you first met me?
What?
Did you mention anything? I totally missed it.
I looked at your tube socks and was like, oh God, yeah, he's straight. I was sitting next to him.
Did you already say that and I totally missed that?
Yes, he did.
Oh shoot. Sorry guys.
Chris knows the story very well because he's the first person I called after I met you.
That's cool. Yeah, it was that, and my shirt was buttoned all the way up. Not to the
Yeah.
top. Not to the top, which is pretty much trendy right now.
No, you're wearing an undershirt.
I was not wearing an undershirt. Oh, I was wearing an
You
undershirt.
were, babe. You
wearing an
were.
undershirt.
I was like, oh, hey.
Which was weird because being from Denver, you wore undershirts because you'd actually wear them in the winter. And then I moved to LA and I was like, man, I'm always hot. I'm always sweating. I don't think you told me. I finally realized it was like, I better just take this undershirt off, huh? And it's nice. It's so nice. That's what I like about living in this kind of climate. That's why it's nice to live in warm climates. Wow, completely out of jade? Bottega Veneta. Okay. Look up.
What? What do you want me to look up?
No. I probably should just look it up.
Bottega Veneta?
Bottega Veneta.
Oh, yeah, the Chinese love jade. It's a, I don't know, it's a sign of something. It's,
Is it?
what is it?
Oh, damn it.
Is it health and wealth, or? It's a lucky stone. Stone of heaven.
Let me do this. Men's rings. Bottega Veneta. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Kind of feeling that. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely more. It seems more minimal, like more my style. Oh shoot! I can't get you guys an image. Sorry. I was trying to get to the images. Oh man, of course, man. Dan, ain't you? You like that high fashion, don't you? You like that high fashion. I steer away from high fashion because I cannot afford it. Also, I have to admit, I steer away because I can't afford it, but also I like stuff that lasts a little longer. I can't just be on the cusp of everything, right? I think that'd be fun, and also probably get a little tiresome too at the same time. That makes sense. Oh, there we go. Neck. Ooh, rings. Boom. Men's rings. Okay. They look bulky. They look a little. Oh, yeah. I like these. I should show them to you guys, right? That makes sense. Yeah, this is kind of more up my style. However, I do like this, like that flat feeling of communicating something on the surface. These are pretty cool. Again, probably a little. I don't know. I should see it on a hand though. This is like super basic, but not bad though. Ooh, gosh, yeah. See, seeing it on a hand looks pretty cool. It's pretty good. I like that. Nice. Thanks, guys, for the recommendations. Don't worry. Ooh, you'd probably like these then. Oh, I kind of see. And the ones you recommended, Chris, I did see some of that. Yeah, and I steer away from that too. Again, really conservative with my jewelry. Really conservative. I'm trying to think that if I wore like a chain with like maybe just a small pendant at the bottom, again, communicating something I really like that's about me, maybe even just seriously like the end of a fountain pen, maybe kind of inlaid on a square or even circle. That would look pretty cool. But again, how to wear it and when to wear it, it's difficult. I have noticed if you're going to wear a necklace, don't wear it with the button up unless you do want to unbutton, do a little chest hair action. Wear them with sweaters. Wear them with T-shirts. Wear them with something that's going to basically display the necklace minimally and right there, just laying against your skin. It's cool. I've seen that look, and I've gone, okay, I can play that. I can play that. And again, all this jewelry stuff I keep coming back to is that fact that we're always withholding to it because we have such a preconceived notion of what jewelry is in our heads, and men get so scared. Not scared. Yeah, I guess it's fear, right? We're always scared to be
Step out of the.
or look like posers, right? We don't want to look like posers. I don't want to look like a rock star because I'm not a rock star, you know. And I also don't want to communicate that I'm doing something more than I'm doing, because we easily are judged with each other. Like, we're hard on each other about that. Mm-hmm. Is that right? Does that make sense?
What did he say? What did he say?
Listen, people need this voice, okay? There's a lot of guys out there have that same restrictions in their heads. I'm getting beyond them. Best channel ever. It is best channel ever. Exclamation point. Okay. Sorry, guys. Chris is quite the heckler. I have to deal with a heckler in my room.
Oh, he loves it.
I love it. It's amazing.
You have to give it back to him.
Oh, by the way, congrats on your new car.
Yeah.
That's right. Leigh Graham. That's what I didn't look up yet. Okay, hold on. Let me look up Leigh Graham. Men's jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, he has expensive taste. I'm like, I can't afford these, bud. Man, actually, jewelry in general is expensive, right? And if you're going to spend it, you better get some nice stuff. All right. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Yeah, right? Super cool. Shoot, sorry, guys. Hold on. What's sticking out to you?
Me?
I like these grams. They're just like straight up saying the grams on the outside of the ring. Wow, this is super minimal.
Very understated. I like it.
Yeah, super understated. But again, this can almost get to the danger of looking just kind of like a wedding ring. It does kind of remind me of Schitt's Creek and David and his stuff, right? Ooh, I kind of like this. That one right there. Yeah, this is fun. There's a lot of cool designs already to it, so you could find something you really like. Really what inspired me is I always, I don't know, in my vision, in my head, I see Roman rings, right? The ones that Romans would wear. And they were always, I feel like, super minimal, like just like a freaking copper wrapped around their finger. And it was like almost like signet rings, like just like super flat, and maybe a message on it or something. And again, it makes it even cooler when you feel like you're wearing it for a purpose, like you belong to something. And that's always fun as well. I could talk about men's jewelry a lot. Wow, we've talked a lot about men's jewelry. Should I move on?
Yes.
Yeah, you're like you're bored out of your mind.
Yes.
Should I move on to? Well, we gotta talk about bracelets. I could talk about this all day long. Apparently.
We'll save that for next stream.
Okay, we'll talk about. Let's just move right on to the movie. If you guys have not seen No Sudden Move, it's Soderbergh's latest. It's fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. You have to accept Soderbergh's. You know, he likes to tell a story. It's always a mystery. There's a lot of going on. There's a lot of ins and outs. Kind of a heist.
Think about the other movies he's done so people know.
Yeah, just, Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, which was horrible. Ocean's 13, which is really good. 11 and 13 are amazing. What else? He did something with Channing Tatum. I remember like the car thing. I don't know. It was like, I don't think a lot of people saw it, but it was good. Heist movies. He does a lot of heist movies, and he does a good job with them. He's also done other stuff like Contagion, which was, I think people watched it this last year because we had a pandemic. But, he's got his...
Sex, Lies, and Videotape was his big one in '89.
Was that his first thing?
Yeah, dude.
Was that the one with... No, that wasn't Secretary.
Andy McDowell. And I know Andy McDowell's in that.
But it's very much like Secretary, right?
Yeah, but it's more. It feels like a documentary.
Oh yeah, it's that was a good movie.
He did Traffic. Aaron Brockovich.
He did Brockovich too.
Yeah, dude.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hell of a director. Simple as that. And what's cool about him is he took this movie. He shot it with 1950s lenses. And there were some people I think hating on it on IMDb, like, because if you know anything about lenses, you'll see the warping on the sides, and that's a cheap lens, right? Well, it's because he was using 1950s lens, and it looked cool. It looked amazing. I feel like he put us in 1950s Detroit, and Cheadle killed it. Oh yeah, speaking of which, this kid is really cool. The guy who plays the bellman, I don't get any attention on Twitter, and I commented about this thing, and he liked it, so that was cool. Javon Anderson, he plays the bellman or bellboy.
He did a good job.
And he did a really good job. He's fantastic in it, especially when being on a Soderbergh movie. I imagine, I didn't look at his IMDb, but I imagine this is one of his first big movies. Yeah, that's got to be exciting. Again, Cheadle killed it. Like, I like Don Cheadle. He's a good guy. He's a good actor. But I feel like we've always seen him play opposite of these big, huge names. And I know he had a TV show, I think, on Showtime, but I just thought he was a good actor. I don't know why. For some reason, this movie really made me go, oh, I feel like he personified this character. He changed his voice just a little bit, enough that you feel like this is a dude from the 50s. It was cool. It was cool. Everything about it was just cool. I like Del Toro. I love him as an actor. And I won't give anything away. It's, of course, like there's a lot of unanswered questions, and he answers all of them in the last, 5 minutes, which he loves to do. But so it makes it a little jumbled at the end. Matt Damon was ill cast.
Ill cast.
He was ill cast. Matt Damon was amazing, but he didn't look good in this. Brendan Fraser was fantastically cast.
He did a good job.
Yeah, he was he's not heavy in the movie, but obviously we haven't seen Brendan Fraser since Mummy days.
Yeah, he needs to be out more. He needs to be out more, cast more, I think.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser would be. I would watch him.
Well,
he's puffy. He's got a lot of weight on him.
Well,
but
he
looked great.
Kind of blackballed from the
yeah, there's some.
He told
talk.
an executive he hit him.
He was basically the guy form of Me Too movement.
Harassed.
Yeah, he was the guy form of Me Too movement.
He was he called out an executive.
And he called out executive, never worked again.
And he never worked again.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Or maybe he just was so disgusted. He's like, I have plenty of money, I'm out. Yeah,
right. He was like, I'm done with this noise. Which I could easily see if anybody's ever had to mess around with it. What else? Other than if you just want to go down that vintage route, which obviously you know me, I love that stuff. The No Sudden Move is worth it. Oh gosh, yeah. What up, Trev? Yeah, Trevor has 2 rings with diamonds in them. This man, I was hanging out with my bro in Vegas, rolling dice, and he had diamonds on his hands. People would always ask him, because he was young, always ask him if they were fake, and he was like, that's insulting. Yeah, so dude, those are things that are of value, man. He's got, he bought a ring in Vegas. And it was funny because I lived vicariously through you, Trevor. I was like, this is so cool. But as you can tell, it was never me, right? That was never me. I always thought I would love to be able to, right? And but full well you can't wear those rings, right? You can't always wear them. You can only wear them with suits. You have to wear them on occasions. It's not something you just put on. But again, if you're ever in some dire straits, you could easily sell them and make some money. But they're cool looking rings. 24 karat gold, paved diamonds on the surface. The opposite of what most dudes wear, really. Have you seen his rings?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
No, yeah. It's awesome.
It is. It's pretty cool.
It's Trevor.
Yeah, it is Trevor, and that's what's commendable, right? And that's my brother, right? So we're Denver, Colorado conservative dudes, and he was able to pull that off, and I'm not. I was never able to do that, or maybe I just didn't want to, right? And I guess that's what it comes down. Wow, Dan H., you don't like any of his films? I mean, I get it. I can almost understand why. He frustrates me too. Tell us why you don't like any of his movies, though. None of them? Mid-century modern more than minimalism, for sure. Yeah, it's easy. I love mid-century modern all day. I know it's been trendy, but I read a really good article on mid-century modern. There's why is it always liked? There was an influx of really good aesthetic value, I feel like, in the 60s. And I think other people would back that up, or 50s and 60s, but late 50s. And there was a lot of just staying power, interior design, and fashion at that time. That's always going to be around, I feel like. Anyways, I like mid-century modern too because I feel like it takes sleek and modern, but makes it warm and not cold and harsh, right? Like when I was watching Halston, his apartment, I felt like it was, I didn't like his apartment at all. I mean, it was pretty, but
stark.
It was so stark and cold.
I think they did that on purpose, though, to show that he had
true,
warmth
right?
in his life.
That's true. But that might have been his apartment, though, babe. And then the office with everything red, which was pretty sweet.
Then that's real. That
was real. We watched if anybody watched Halston, go watch the documentary on Amazon because it's probably as good because it'll be fun to compare the two. Yeah, minimalism I like. Obviously, I keep talking about it, but what is it? I feel like sometimes minimalism, just for minimalism's sake, takes all the aesthetic away. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me what's Laundromat. I don't even remember that movie.
The laundromat.
I'm gonna Google that right now. Yeah. I mean, I get it. You know what I like about? I think I kind of liked about Soderbergh. I don't know. Laundromat, the movie. I'm just getting laundromats. This is a relaxed 2019 film. Oh wow, did this just come and go and we didn't even know it happened? Oh wow, yeah, that was just in 2019, and that's well, now you got me curious. Oh gosh, with your boy.
Wait, where are we? You looking at Soderbergh?
This is supposedly Soderbergh. Isn't this what Laundromat, Meryl Streep, Gary Oldman, Antonio Banderas?
Oh, I heard about this. Yes, it is like a
I'll just show you
insurance
guys.
fraud.
This is Laundromat. It's on Netflix.
Watch
Boom.
on Netflix.
Boom. Thanks,
Boom.
bro. Thanks. Per usual, Dan H. coming with the recommendations. Coming with them. We finished watching it. Okay? We finished it. It was very good. It had a good ending. It actually had a more positive ending than we thought it would
I'm
be.
glad that they didn't have him dying in a hospital.
Yeah, well, I think they almost steer away from that now anyways. I don't think anybody's like, no one wants to watch that part of life in general. I don't know. Unless you're going to get like ethereal about it or whatever. Yeah, we watched the end of it and it was more positive than we thought.
Disgusted with Carlos. Is that his name?
Yeah, I think it was. No, Carlos? Yeah, Charles? Carlos?
No, Victor Hugo.
Victor Hugo.
You're named after the author.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
I'm
obnoxious.
disgusted
And that,
with that
they really
whole-
definitely say that's the start of his decline or whatever. That's the...
Yeah.
Dan H, 100%. Like, that's why I hate Ocean's 12.
Oh, God.
There's a lot...
Here we go, everybody. Take a deep breath, in and out.
There's going to be
couple
one
times. Here
statement.
we
And it's
go.
exactly what Dan H said. It's like he tells one story, and then the last 5 minutes tells you the real story. He normally doesn't always do that. And I don't think he did that with this. He's telling the story, and then, yes, a lot of all the mystery that he's hinted towards, you finally get to see the reveals. And he did that really well with this last one. And he usually does an okay job with that. But sometimes, yeah, he definitely loves to tell one story and then, oh, nope, this is actually what happened. Which is total to me. But again, I love his style. And I love that he leans into style, right? Mm-hmm. Was it the Nick on Cinemax? It was a doctor movie, remember? With whatever.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Could not watch that.
Yeah, I think I couldn't
Too
either because I
much.
don't like medical stuff. But there was a lot of style with it.
Yes.
It was heavy. Was that Soderbergh? I don't know.
I think it was.
And
That's
it was
why
just
we watched it.
It was just it was very cool
We're
style.
such big fans of Soderbergh.
Oh my goodness, I've been on this stream for a while. Well, I just kind of blabbing on. We'll talk more about jewelry next time. We'll talk about bracelets and watches, right? And also we'll talk about making vintage modern, which I think is kind of I don't know, it's a thing. I think there's a lot of people doing vintage stuff, but I kind of want to change it up. I want to make it modern. I want you to be able to wear something and not feel like you're wearing a costume, right? I think that's the key. I like my T-shirt. I love this T-shirt.
I just like my T-shirt. Show the back, fool.
Bang. Go watch Disneyland. Disneyland's amazing. If you're a Star Wars fan, Rise of the Resistance.
Oh my God, the best
Was amazing.
ride
Can I just gush over this real quick?
ever.
I know there's probably everybody's like, oh God, Star Wars is geek. But if you like Star Wars and if you grew up with it like I did, Rise of the Resistance puts you on a Star Destroyer and it's fantastic. And it's so cool. They tell you the story. It's stormtroopers and everything. It's just, and I don't even want to tell you the beginning because the beginning starts so perfect. It just starts, and you know kind of where you're headed because like, how do you not know? If you're a fan at all, you've seen some videos on it. But It's just cool. It's really it's storytelling at its best. I know Disney's amazing for this already. They tell a story, right? You go down the pirates, you go down to this river, you're in a cave, and then you come out and you get to see, this island of pirates. But Rise of the Resistance tells a story, and you're in the middle of a story, and that's really, really cool. I don't think anything's ever done it that well. Would you agree?
No, definitely not.
They have never done it that good.
I feel like Jurassic Park ride kind of did that.
Jurassic Park attempted to, right?
Yeah.
But no, I don't know.
It was short.
It was short, and they didn't build it up. Like, you were already there. You didn't. This is an arc. There's a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, there is.
There's a beginning and middle end.
And it's a long ride. So
it's a long ride too. It's no joke. It's game changing in my opinion. I'm not being lied about that.
The cannons going off, like the big cannons, and you're riding between the cannons that are.
They also used like technology that's just now basically available to us.
Yes.
The thing's not on tracks, so it's a programmed free riding car.
It follows like a track.
And it follows a programmed thing, so it's not a track. So they can change the ride in a sense down the line.
Yeah, but I saw that there was like a painted on the ground.
But so that's technology, obviously, right? With computers and everything, it's a self-driving car, right, on a ride. And then on top of that, there's what's going on?
Ride of the Resistance. He's like, what are you talking about?
What about Arthur? What did you ride? He cried after that one.
He did. He actually sat there.
He sat there just wide-eyed.
He was like wide-eyed, and I was looking at him and like just making sure he was enjoying the ride. And it seemed like he was enjoying it until we stopped the ride and got off the ride. He just burst out in tears. We're like,
Poor
oops.
guy. Yeah, he was not happy.
It's a lot. That ride is.
The first ride we put him on, well, actually, the official first ride was a merry-go-round, but the second ride we put him on was the Big Thunder, which is the runaway train, pretty much. And he was just like holding on for dear life. And then he gets off of it and he was just like, start crying. I love that he keeps it to the end, though, man. He just contains it.
Oh, yeah.
It's all inside. And he didn't hesitate, though. Not once. I thought we lost all his trust on that first ride, but
he's like,
all right, Dad, just put me on this another ride. Let's do this. We're sitting
awesome.
in the dark in Pirates of the Caribbean. He's like, I don't like this. I'm like, naturally you wouldn't. Poor kid's like, are you torturing me with
fear? They
fear?
kept saying in the ride, it says...
Say bye.
Huh?
I gotta say bye.
Oh. Right, but in Pirates of the Caribbean, they say, dead men tell no tales. Over and over again.
Over and over.
Yeah, this is fine for our 5-year-old.
I'm going to turn you down so we don't get feedback. I think it might be. Anyways, who knows? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming through. I know I haven't been here for a while, so thanks for joining me in the chat. Just thanks for giving me back and forth.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry about toilets.
It's all fine.
It's all fine and dandy.
It's going to be fine, right?
And it's over.
And it's over. All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.